Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next session of Demo Mondays. Demo Mondays is a video series where I invite creators of different software tools which are designed for Amazon sellers, and I ask them to present those products just like this on the screen. And my next guest is Helium 10.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing?
Yes. And Helium 10 is presented by the co-founder, Manny Coats.
And that would be me.
Cool. So, Manny, tell us what Helium 10 is and what problems can it solve for Amazon sellers?
Sure. So Helium 10 is a software platform that we've created. It's a suite of tools. We've been working on it for a couple of years. It's got over 20 total tools for Amazon sellers, and it covers just about every pain point that you would have as an Amazon seller, whether it's product research, whether it's keyword research, whether it's tracking your keywords, you name it, whether it's even getting money back from Amazon. And the pain point, I guess the main one for me when I was creating all this is, and I think everybody can relate to this that sells on Amazon because we all use tools in different places, is that problem. Like I use a tool over here, but then I got to go to use a tool over on this side, and then I got to go to this company over here, and I got to export the data from here and bring it over there. So we've created a tool suite that actually where all the tools speak to each other. Okay, so I can do my keyword research, and I can move that right into listing optimization, and I can move that into other things. So it just makes it easier for the average seller to make money and save time.
So average sellers. So what kind of sellers are you targeting? Average ones or everyone?
Well, I guess, how do you define average, right? So a new seller, somebody who's brand new, is going to probably be looking for products. So if you're looking for product research, we've got two awesome product research tools. So right at the top of the funnel, right? I guess you could say, looking for products, beginners can start using our tools. If you're an advanced seller, you've been selling for a couple of years, you might need, or you might not even know that Amazon owes you money from lost inventory, from damaged inventory. So we've got refund tools that you can go in there and you can actually have it automate the whole process of downloading your reports and giving you the information that you need to send to Amazon to get refunds. I've gotten back nearly $20,000. Myself, I know sellers have gotten back over $100,000 just from that one tool, right? And that tool is included in the suite of tools. And we've got, for advanced sellers, we also have launching strategies. So we have the number of products you should give away per day based on the keywords that you're going to be using and the URL structures you want to use and all that. That we have that in our keyword tools. So it just depends where you're at in your Amazon journey as to which tool you want to use.
All right. And how many marketplaces do you cover with Helium 10?
Helium 10 covers, depends on the tool. We cover most of the major markets. We don't cover Asia. Anything with non-English characters, I guess you could say, are problematic for us. Our product research tools, most of our all of our tools work on .com. And luckily, a lot of sellers, even if they're outside the US, are also selling on .com. So our tools are specifically geared for that. That's our main target. But we do have people in UK, Germany, Italy, Spain that can use specific tools for those markets. And then we have other tools like our listing optimization tools and one of our keyword enhancement tools. It doesn't matter what market you're in; it'll work for everybody.
Great. So let's look at all your tools.
Let's do it. All right. How do you like my microphone?
It's black. I don't see it because it's the same color as your T-shirt.
Really? It's black?
You have to put it in front of your nose.
This one here. Yeah. All right. So let me share my screen. Let's do that first. So we're on the homepage here. So the first step is to actually create an account at helium10.com. It's free to actually create. And then once you do, what's going to happen, for example, you can go to helium10.com and sign up, or one of our new keyword tools is called Xray. So if you go to helium10.com/Xray, it actually shows you what the tool is. There's an overview, and you can install the Chrome extension from here. So this is the first step, is you want to get the Chrome extension. Once you do, you'll see in the top right, you have this little blue circle with a black arrow through it. If you click that, you can launch. Once you've logged in for the first time, you can just launch all your Helium tools from here. So I can click that. It logs me in. Again, this is the starting point. It's an overview on most of the tools that we have. And then over on the left-hand side, we have all of our tools here on the website that you can go in. And we've organized these by where you would typically start your journey on Amazon, right? So product research is at the top with Black Box and Trendster. Keyword research with Magnet and Cerebro. Then we've got keyword enhancement and manipulation is Frankenstein. Scribbles is for listing optimization. Then you want to check your indexing with 5K Checker to see if you're indexed with Amazon. Then once you got everything's live and everything looks good, start tracking all your keywords here with Keyword Tracker. Find out if you're being hijacked. You've got a hijacker alert. And then if you're doing launches and you're giving away product at discounts, you want to protect your inventory. Make sure that people don't take all of your inventory with one coupon code or coupon stacking. And then I talked about this a little earlier. Refund Genie is for getting money back from Amazon. And then Misspellinator, we won't really get into that. I don't use this tool that much, but we leave it there for people that like it. But it's for finding misspellings. So that's the 1 minute brief summary of the tools here. Now, there's only a dozen tools here. And I say only a dozen because we have more over here. When you click on this icon, okay, we have 4 more tools: Xray, ASIN Grabber, Inventory Level, and Review Downloader. These are grayed out right now. I can't click on them because they work when you're on Amazon. So if you've got a little time, I'll show you how that works. We go in, and let's just say I type in tactical flashlight. I like to use this as an example, but we can type in any keyword phrase. With tactical flashlight, the first thing you're going to notice is that this Chrome extension, the Helium 10 Chrome extension, actually adds all this data on top of each product. As I scroll down, you can see what it is, right? So it tells me at a glance what the primary category is and what the BSR is in that category. Then it shows the subcategories, and this could be helpful if I'm looking for a subcategory that maybe is less competitive. So I know I can sell maybe in one category, it takes 100 sales per day to be the best seller. But in another subcategory that I can put my flashlight in, maybe I only need 12 sales per day to be the number one bestseller. And that's important, right? Because if you have the bestseller badge, obviously on search results, it's going to help you out. It's going to drive those eyes towards your product. We have also, right off the bat, you can see the ASIN, you can see the fees, the Amazon fees. You can see how many sellers there are. And if you click on this show, you can actually see additional graph information. You can select the dates and see what the pricing is, the BSR, information like that. So this is on the outside. This is what everybody gets for free. They can start using this 10 minutes after they watch this video. They can install the Chrome extension and they'll get to all this cool data. If you click into a product, okay, there's a little bit more that you can do. Okay, if you scroll down, we have that graph that I was talking about, the trend. So I can see if something is trending over, let's say I click on 1 year, I can see if something is spiking, if it's terrible in a year, right, where your BSR goes up or if it goes down. We've got inventory levels. So if I click on inventory levels, it'll actually pull up the sellers that are selling this product right now. In this case, there's 2 sellers. It gives me how they're fulfilling it, whether it's Amazon or themselves, and then some other information. And I can see the stock account, the stock amounts will start showing here. This usually takes less than a minute. They got 1,000 or more. That could be useful for some people, right? The other thing that we have, if we scroll down really quickly, is if I've already done my research and I know that this product cost me, let's say $3 to source and ship from China to Amazon, I can do the product cost right here. We add this here as well. And let's say it's $2. They'll make it nice and easy. I can now see that I can make $4.97 if this costs $2. If my cost, let's say I knew it was $6 or let's say $7, we'll do that. I know right off the bat, I'm going to lose money. I can't make any money if I'm buying this at $7. And if I click on the I, it shows actually, let me click it. It shows what the fees are. So these are just some of the additional, again, the Chrome extension, it's free to use. If I back out of this, and I'm going to get into some of the other cool tools. Let me go back one more, sorry.
Actually, I wanted to comment that I used your Chrome extension when I was shopping before the Black Friday. I wanted to buy, I think, more expensive blender, and I was looking at your Chrome extension to check if that blender I wanted usually has discount during Black Friday. If not, then I just buy it now.
Oh, there you go. So you use it for personal reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you can use that. You can click on 1 year, for example, and do exactly what you said, is just go through and see if there's a price change over the year. It's pretty cool. Okay, so once I'm on a product, we can see this product has 446 reviews, right? So let's say I'm going to source this, and let's say that most of the products in my category that I'm going to get into has 3.5 stars or something like that, or 4 stars. one of the things that I do is I like to go in and read all of the negative reviews of a product, right? Because I not really the 1 stars. The 1 stars are usually people that didn't get the product or came broken or something like that. But 2 stars and 3 stars are really important because it's typically problems with your product, right? Maybe it leaks or it smells or it melted or whatever, right? It's not as good as you think it is. So what I would do is I click on our Chrome extension and there's a review downloader. And if I click on that, it brings up this criteria. I can select dates. I can select whether I want it with images or only verified. But what I want is I'm going to download all the 2 and 3 star reviews. That's I unselected everything else. I can hit extract, and it's super fast, guys. It'll take all of those reviews. It goes through all of them, and I'll do this on all of my competitors that I think are going to be my competitors. And you can see I've got all the 2 and 3 star reviews here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'll export this. And then I can send this to a virtual assistant or whoever I'm working with. They'll read through this. They'll make a spreadsheet of everything that's bad. And then I'll talk to my supplier and I'll say, hey, you got to fix this stuff. This is stuff that I don't want. So that when my product launches, if everybody else is at 3.5 stars, I can come in at 4.5 stars, maybe, right? 5 stars. And I'll just start out. I can outsell them even with fewer reviews. So does that make sense, Augustus? It's kind of a cool tactic.
Yeah, it's a nice strategy.
So, if I go, where am I here? The other thing that you can do, and I'm running out of the tabs here. Okay, here we go. Is there's an ASIN grabber. So if I go back to the original search here for tactical flashlights, for those people that have Vendor Express or are using headline ads and display ads, things like that, you're using AMS, right? You can click on here. A lot of people know that you can use, the ASINs with pipe. You can delimit them with pipes. If I hit ASIN grabber, that's a tool. It'll actually go through all the results here for I think the top 106 or 110 ASINs. It'll grab all these ASINs for me. Okay, so and it shows me my BSR, but I'll export this to CSV and I'll then paste these all into AMS, and I can start having my ads of my products show up on all of these products on their right below their buy button. So it's just kind of a little ninja way, super fast to do it. I don't have to go in here and copy, because normally you wouldn't have the ASIN. You have to click into each product, copy the ASIN, and it's just super time consuming. This does in one day, it does it in like 30 seconds. So it's really cool. Okay, so those are just the Chrome extensions. All of you guys have access to this, okay? The other thing that you can do, of course, is if I'm on this page, and this is one of our newest tools, if I click it, we have Xray, okay? And Xray, you guys might be familiar with similar tools. It's basically going to go through, and it's going to like an X-ray on your body that's looking and seeing what it's made of. It's going to go to all these products, and it's going to see how much sales, how much revenue is it generating per month. It gives you graphs. It gives you the ratings. It also has a success score up here. It's in beta right now. We're going to be changing this as we go and improving on it, but it tells you whether this is a good product to get into, right? I can see this is a very competitive product in terms of number of reviews. The price point isn't the best, with the fees and stuff. I would probably go with something more expensive. Revenue is really nice per product, $35,000, and it tells you on page 1. These products combined generate about almost $1 million, $845,000 per month. But I can click into graphs. Like if I want to see, well, how many sales does this product do on a daily basis? I have graphs here where I can see, what the daily amounts are as I scroll through. So you don't necessarily just have to have the monthly revenue. You can have the daily. And one thing that we do that a lot of other tools don't do is we don't just take a single day of sales and then multiply that over the month. We actually track every single day, and we give you the actual revenue for that month. Okay. The other thing that you can do here, guys, is if you're interested in a particular product, we have these pins here, and you can actually pin whatever products you want. Okay. And this will actually save this into your members area, and you can track it and come back to it at any given point. And of course, one of the things that we have, it's not on this version that you're seeing here, but by the time you see this video, it should be out, is you'll be able to delete any products in here that you don't think should be factored in here. It might be pulling up the wrong thing. So you can get rid of those. And we can't show that right now on this because I'm running a production version that's live right now, not the development version.
And what does it mean SP, a little sign in front of the title?
This is sponsored ads. So we pull in the sponsored ads. The sponsored ads don't calculate into the score, but it does show here. We want to show you what the sponsored ad products are actually generating in terms of sales. So you got SP, I think, at the top and the bottom. Yeah, sponsored ads. Okay. And you can actually mouse over and see what the products are. I don't know about you. I get frustrated when I was using other tools where I'm like, I would see something and I'm like, oh, I want to look at the, the product. Usually you're in the product page or whatever. And I can't move this thing around, right? And or I can't see stuff. With this, kind of like an Xray, right? When I click it and I move it around, you can see behind it. So it makes it nice and easy to like see what's behind it. A nice little tactic that we have with the tool that nobody else has. At least nobody has it right now, Augustus.
Yeah.
Maybe next week everybody will have it.
Probably.
So that's Xray, guys. And this is included in the suite of tools. If people don't want to buy Helium 10 suite of tools, that's all of our tools as one package. Then I think the price on this is like $17 or something per month. It's super reasonable for all the data that it gives you. The other thing is, so let's just say you're a new seller and you don't know what product you want to sell. You don't know that you want a tactical flashlight or whatever. You're just getting into this. Well, that's where we have Black Box. Black Box is Amazon product research. Black Box, like an airplane black box. It stores all the data, all the important data. That's what this is here. Black Box for Amazon. Okay, it stores all the Amazon data. We have the largest database on the planet right now, Augustus, 450 million ASINs. That's what we're starting with. So more than anybody, except for Amazon.
I just wanted to say probably it's more than Amazon.
It's not more than Amazon. Yeah, Amazon's probably got close to, I don't even know what number they have. I don't think they've announced it. But this is cool because I can go in and I can say, okay, maybe I have a passion for babies, right? So I can click into the baby category and I can say, I only want products that are going to show in the baby category, or maybe baby and I don't know, kitchen and dining. Okay. And then I can say, I want something that gets at least $10,000 in sales per month, because I don't want to find anything that's small. And I don't want the review count to be what do you think, Augustus? 300? 400?
Let's make 300.
300. So 300. And I want the ratings to be, I want to go after a market that's kind of got bad ratings. Let's say 2 to 3 stars. Okay. And you can select other stuff. You can select shipping tiers, number of sellers. You can say, I only want there to be one seller. So I can put max one seller, a lot of other things. When you're done with this, you can hit search. And this is going to give you ideas that you probably haven't even thought of. You'll be like, I wonder if this is a product that I want to get into, right? So it's going to pull it up. This product, for whatever reason, doesn't have an image. I'd like to click into it. But we found 24 products that match all of this criteria up here. Okay. And I can actually sort by columns. I can click the monthly revenue, for example, and it will take just a few seconds, but it'll actually sort by that. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to scroll down. We can start looking through everything here, right? Is there something that, it's sorted by the smallest. I want to sort by largest to smallest. And by the way, guys, over here on the top right, you can also sort by a lot of other criteria, not just what's on the columns. So I can scroll down. We've got this refrigerator, water filter. We got some furniture. We got these things. These egg cookers generate $30,000 per month. Has only 126 reviews with a 3-star rating. So this goes back to that review downloader I was talking about, right? We can go and download all the reviews for this. It's got an average of 3-star review. Find out what people are complaining about. Improve on this product. Get our product up to 4 or 5 stars, and then compete with these guys. And they're doing $30,000 per month on this product, which probably only costs you, I don't know, $3 maybe. Now, this is not a really good price point, $15. This might be another thing. Maybe I don't want, I want to have the price point to be a certain amount. I could say I want it to be at least $30. And let's say I want all categories, except I don't want, what is it? I don't usually go in computers or clothing. And I can search, right? Now it's going to find all the products that have $30 that are at least $30 or more. Okay. So you scroll down and you can see stuff. Now there's going to be some weird stuff, like this thing, $6,999. This is some seller in there that put their price point at $6,999 for this thing. All the tools that are out there will see that kind of stuff. But yeah, you just go through. Once you find stuff, again, you can. Once you find stuff, you can then go into Xray and dive in a little bit deeper. If there's something that I want to track a little bit longer, let's just say this is something that I liked. I'm like, okay, I don't even know what this is. A Lumix DC. It's $2,000. Let's go to the next page. All right, so we got these scrapbook album. Okay, generates 95,000. Is this right? No, see, this is those weird things where I want to click into this. This says $7,900. What is 7,000? It says where is it? It should say available. Am I missing it here? It's not available. At some point, somebody sold it for that price. It's crazy. But once you have something, you can pin it. Okay, and once you pin it, it goes into this list up here. My list. Okay. And when you click on my list, it'll actually bring up all the things that you've pinned, and you can track things nicely that way. We can go back into Black Box. Okay. I can hit the back button or whatever. And I can also restore the last search if I want. We're back to the last search. You can also save searches. Okay. You can load projects. So I've had Taz, Baby Bibs. I got different things in here. I can load them up right away. Okay. Baby Bib, easy money. I load this up. The reason I had this one up here is you can actually search by, what was it? I forgot there was a reason why this one was considered easy money, and I don't remember now. Yeah, but anyways, really cool for saving your categories, your projects, finding products. And then once you have your product, let's say I know I wanted to go after Baby Bibs, then I would go to Amazon. I would type in, Baby Bibs, and I would run further analysis using Xray. I'd click on Xray, and then I would see if this is actually a market that I want to go after based on the criteria that's there. So that's our product research. Again, and it's gonna be updating here until it's finished. But start with Black Box if you don't know what you want to sell, okay? Because that has 450 million ASINs, and then once you've narrowed it down to something that's pretty cool, then you can go into Xray like we just did and do some further analysis. And then again, just keep coming in here and tweaking these numbers. Here's a really cool one, number of images. Like if I clear all the results and I select it all, you can actually, no other tool has this, Augustus. I can search by products that make a certain amount. Let's say it's $10,000 minimum, okay? But only have less than 3 images, or let's say 4 images. That means they're underutilized or underoptimized, right? People probably lucked into a product that they just uploaded. Now there's clothing. I would get out of the clothing category, but you'd find something and you're like, wow, okay, like this product here generates, it says $10,000 per month. If you click into it, it probably has just 3 images. I don't even know what this is. If you wanted to get into it, Thicket beverages, but it gives you the ability to actually go in and find products that, people haven't put a lot of effort into it. Okay. Once you figure that out, then you've got keywords. Magnet 2 is our keyword tool. It's the most powerful keyword tool I feel on the market. It's got the largest, the fastest and the largest database of keywords. It's crazy. There's a bunch of stuff that we typed in here. You could have anything at the top of your mind that you want me to search for? If not, I'll just type in something.
Baby Bib.
There you go. Okay, Baby Bib. Oops, I think we already searched for it. Let me do that again. Baby Bib, search. You've searched for it. We're going to do a new search. I hit enter too quickly there. And it usually only takes just a couple seconds, depending on your speed of your connection. And you see Baby Bib. The first thing that it does is it tells us what the exact search volume is on Amazon per month. Okay, and this changes over time. Okay, because if people will be searching for Baby Bibs more often in a specific month than another month. Maybe it's seasonal, and stuff during Christmas, for example, the keyword volume search volume goes way up. I don't really pay attention too much to the broad volume. Again, we have the numbers over here. Exact search volume for Baby Bib is 5,076, and I want to make this super clear. This isn't a search engine like Google or Bing's data. Okay, this is coming from Amazon. This is Amazon data, so you can base a lot of your product launches and your strategies around this, okay? And in fact, if you're doing a product launch for the advanced people, I mentioned this at the beginning, we have these 2 columns over here at the end, which is called the CPR, total giveaway, and CPR daily giveaways. I don't want to confuse people. CPR stands, imagine you're giving, CPR is giving life to a person. This is giving life to a product, okay? And this tells you for Baby Bib, if I wanted to rank to the top of page 1 for Baby Bib, I would roughly have to give away 168 units over the launch, which we typically do it over 8 days. And over 8 days, it's 21 units per day. Okay. Now, some people like launching longer. You could spread it out longer, or some people like going shorter. Depends on what you want to do. But this gives you that data. So beginners probably wouldn't be using this, but advanced people would. Now, this gives you a lot of ideas too. So Baby Bib came up with 1,787 results. So now you're going to go through here with the human brain and start Xing out anything that you think doesn't match, or it's not what you want. So baby bib, toddler bibs. So this is kind of a good example. Maybe somebody didn't know what the word, they're not here from the US and they didn't know toddler. I don't know if that'd be the thing, but they're like, oh, that toddler bibs. So they could use toddler bibs. And it's just going to give you a lot of ideas. The other thing is the search volume. If you're wondering, well, does baby bibs have more search volume than baby bib, right? I can sort by exact search volume, for example. Okay. And she got baby toys. A baby bib really isn't a baby toy, so I probably wouldn't use that. But we had where was it? Baby bib right here, 5,076 searches per month. Where was the other one? This was called drool bibs, which is for babies. I would never have thought of drool bibs. Gets 4,057, right? So baby bibs, the plural version, gets 24,000 searches per month. So think about this. Would I want to use baby bib in my title or baby bibs in my title? I'd probably try to use both, but if I had to choose one, I'd use baby bibs, which gets, almost 5 times more search volume per month on Amazon than the singular version. So this gives you a lot of really good insight into the keywords. It shows you the number of advertisers that have been paying for sponsored ads, how many competing products. It's all here. And it also, if the other cool thing, we have some filters here. I'm not going to really get into this unless you want me to, Augustus, but it's for power users. Like if I know there's brands that I want to exclude, I can put the brands here with commas. I can say, like, let's say I knew that, I don't know, this is Bjorn. I don't know is Bjorn a brand or is that a word that in another language that means something? Do you know?
No, I have no idea. So
let's say Bjorn was a brand. I could put Bjorn and egg, and I'm going to set the word brand. But anything that has these 3 words would now hide. So if I hit apply, okay, you'll keep an eye on this number over here, 1787, and I apply it, it'll drop down to 1764. So it dropped a few, okay? Maybe I want long tail keywords. I only want keywords that have at least 4 words, okay? I can hit that, I can change that to 4, hit apply. That 1700 drops down to 546. Now it's got all the keywords that only have at least 4 words in them. I can show phrases that only have the word baby bibs in it, and that have 4 words, right? And I can apply. Now it drops down to just 70 keywords. So it's only going to have things that have the word baby bibs in it. So it's very powerful, okay? I can also now, if I want, maybe I want something that has the word feeding in it. And I can see it only has 3 words. There's 3 results that have the word feeding. If I click feeding over here, okay, oops, I have all these things set. But anything that has the word feeding in here is now going to show up. Okay, so you can see feeding is in all of these. And again, you can clear things out. There's common words. There's no common words in here, but if I want things that never show up that have the word the and is and for and things like that, or Amazon, I can add these things, add common words, and these things will never show up now in the search results. Okay, so it's things that you can do. So that's the keyword tool. I would put this head-to-head against any keyword tool on the market. I think it pulls the most results, the most relevant results, the fastest results. It shows over here the 3 products that have ranked the highest over the month. Like this was probably in the number 1 position for a while. This one was as well, and this one. So you can click into them and find out more. Like if I want to find out what keywords this product, let's say I know this is my main competitor, I could click this. It's going to bring this ASIN for this product over into our next tool, which is what I was going to talk about, which is Cerebro. Okay, Cerebro is like a brain, right? So I think it's a Spanish word, cerebro for brain. So it's a keyword brain. So if I hit reverse search, it's doing a reverse ASIN search. What everybody knows typically as a reverse ASIN for that particular product, this ASIN, and you can see it's pulled up 391 keywords. Now, the reason you might be asking, why do I want to use Cerebro if I already have Magnet? Well, Magnet, you have to start with a keyword. You have to know, hey, I want baby bibs, right? But now this is going to give me product or keywords that this baby bib is actually ranking for. So it might come up with keywords that Magnet doesn't come up with because somebody was smart and came up with some weird things. So you got plastic bibs and pocket bibs, and you have to decide, do I want to go after a word that only gets 100, or a keyword phrase that only gets 108 searches per month? Maybe you do. You could rank that with like one sale a week or something like that, probably. So it just gives you additional keywords. The way I explain, people say, what's the difference between Magnet and Cerebro? Magnet is a keyword tool. It will find everything. And Cerebro is more of a competition spyer. It will go out there and spy on your competition's product and tell you the keywords that they're ranking for. Is that pretty clear between the two?
Yes. I was also wondering.
Yeah, so that's the main difference. A lot of people use Cerebro to find all their keywords, which is fine. But you can see it found 391 words, phrases, versus when we did Magnet, it pulled up like 1,700. And then, yeah, Frankenstein, I mean, we can go into each of the tools, but Frankenstein just allows you to, let me go back to Cerebro actually. If I copy, I can go into the history. I'm going to show you this. I can load up more than one product if I want. Like if I click on tactical flashlight, these two tactical flashlights, I think they're different, right? Oh, maybe they're the same. But there's one there and there's one there. So I can hit these 4. These are 8 reverse ASINs that I've done before previously. And if I hit view, it loads all 4. Did I click view? Yeah, there we go. It loads all 4 of these ASINs keywords in. Now look at this. Look at this. We have 4,257 keywords. It's removed all the duplicates for all of these. And it's showing every phrase, and they might not be all good phrases. Okay, like let me see. Let's find a bad one. Best flashlights on Amazon. I don't know. There's probably something in here, but but the point is, these are keywords that these things are ranking for. Okay, most likely on page 1. So this is cool because now I have massive amounts of keywords. I got to have a VA go through and clean this up. Okay, and then I can actually start. If I don't like a particular keyword, I'm like, oh, I don't like lantern made in USA. I can X that out and it's gone, right? When I'm done, I can actually export this. Isn't this cool though? The power of putting 4 things or 5 things all at once and just removing all the duplicates in a split second. You don't have to export anywhere, do anything. And it just shows you all the keywords. Now I can go to export and I can bring these into CSV file, Excel, or I can just bring it right into Frankenstein, which is the tool I was just about to show you. And it will bring all these keywords now here into Frankenstein. Check them out. There are so many keywords. And I can start processing them here. And I can do a million things with them. And I'm gonna delete some of these because there's so many keywords here. Let me click to the bottom just so there's less confusion. So I've got 871 characters, 116 total words. You can do things like maybe I want to get these all comma separated. So I can say add commas, no spaces. If I hit process, it's going to take all of these keywords, individual keywords, and it's going to remove the duplicates, and it puts each keyword in here with a space. I mean, with a comma. Nothing is duplicated here, right? So that's pretty cool. Or I might say, no, I don't want them to eliminate the duplicates. I want the exact phrase in here. So I can say maintain phrases. Okay, I can process. Now it's going to show each of the keywords in full in their full form with commas. Or maybe I want to add commas with space, right? And I can process that. And there's a lot of stuff. Or maybe I want everything in individual. I want to remove. Let's say maintain phrases off. And I want one word phrase. Now what this is going to do, I keep doing that there. This is going to remove all duplicates, and it's going to put each word on its own line. So I can go through. Now obviously J I wouldn't want. I don't know why. The J is part of J5. I can get rid of that. And I can protect numbers. I can add keywords before everything, add to the start, and I can say best. And this is the last thing I'm going to do for you here, and we'll move on. I can maintain phrases. If for some reason you want to do this, you can do that, and now it's going to add the word best in front of all these keywords. It makes everything super fast, and then I can take these keywords if I wanted, and I'm going to remove best. Let's just process this. And the next step is to go into our Scribbles listing optimization tool. Okay, over here we got Scribbles. So I can take all of these. Let's say I want to use every single one of these phrases in my listing. I can click on Scribbles, and it will add these right here, and then I can start typing in the title, the description, put my keywords, my bullet points. And the cool thing is as I type these keywords in here, if I type in like tactical flashlight, you'll see as soon as I hit space on the word tactical, see it's over here right now. Watch, I'm going to hit space bar. It's gone. It's over here now. It's a used keyword. It's been removed here. And I know that it's done. It's good. I got to try to eliminate all of these in here. So I'll say tactical flashlight for camping and whatever, right? So as I type these things in, the keywords get used, and then I can go in and I can type in description. It's an LED flashlight or LED flashlights with the highest lumens, and again, the keywords start getting used. The goal is to, obviously this is a small list, but you'd have a big list in here and you want to make sure that all of these keywords get used. And I created this. The story behind this was when I was first starting out, Augustus, I was doing this manually, I think with an Excel sheet, and I would use the keywords and I would delete them or I'd move them out, or I think I was deleting them. And then I had it all set. I think I went to dinner or I left. I came back. We all do this, right? You read your title and everything and you're like, oh, that doesn't sound good. So then you start changing it again. And I remember I think I took the main keyword and I deleted it and I was going to paste it somewhere else. Probably got a phone call or something happened. And when I came back, I forgot that I deleted or whatever, and I started doing stuff, and it never got put back in my listing. And so for the longest time, one of my primary keywords in my title was never there, so I was losing sales. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a tool like this so I never forget. If it's not in there, it's going to alert me, and I'll be done. So this tool is a lifesaver. The other thing a lot of people want to do is, let's say you have LED flashlight. This is keyword. Sorry. Let me go to bullet points. If I say LED flashlight, great for night viewing. Okay. If this, what I can do very quickly is I can click all caps and it makes everything all caps, or I can say I only want the first letter caps where it does the first letter for each thing. So it just makes editing everything very easy. Okay. If I want to highlight stuff, I can just highlight just the part that I want to actually make caps, just to make my listing look more pretty when I'm doing everything. If I go back into any particular product and I grab an ASIN, let's say this was my competitor's ASIN, I can go in here and I can import the listing. I can put the ASIN, hit import. Okay, it's going to take a few seconds. Is this the product I wish to import? I can say yes. Okay, you're going to overwrite my data. That's okay. We're going to get rid of everything. Now it's just imported all the data from this particular ASIN. It's already put it in there. So if I want to start with a template from somebody else that's already crushing it, then I've got this in here, and then I can go in and I can start editing stuff. Okay, and then I still have my keywords. My original keywords here, you can see out of the stuff that they have here, there's still a lot of keywords that they didn't use. So I'm like, oh, look, they're not really that optimized for some of these keywords. I can actually start tweaking it and make it my own, and then I can save it. And of course, there's history. We can save everything and go from there. And one of the cool things about all these tools, if I'm going really fast and confusing people, there's learn buttons at the top. Like if we're on Black Box, okay, and I click on learn, it brings up videos, and you've got all kinds of videos here to learn whatever it is you want. So, yeah, that's Frankenstein and Scribbles. Index checking, we don't need to go into. Keyword tracking, it does exactly what you would think it does, right? You can go in there, add a product, paste in all your keywords, and it will track all of your keywords that you have in there. It shows your graphs. You can add colors to stars so that you can see what they mean. Facebook campaigns are words that are yellow. You can tweak this. I can say I don't want it to be Facebook campaigns. It could be I don't know, let's call it a product launch, okay, something like that. So product launch keywords, okay, and then you change it, and then you can sort by this, and you can click into the graphs and see how something's been ranking. You can also add notes. If I go here, I can say started a social media campaign on whatever, right? And then you can save it. Okay, and now it actually adds a little dot right here. So in the future, if I ever go back to this and I open it up, I go, oh, what was this? And I can click here and go, oh, okay, we started a social media campaign. Typically, if you add something, you'll see some kind of results. You'll see some kind of results coming afterwards. Like you'll see your rankings spike up. So you can add notes and do things like that. You can, of course, sort by any of these columns as well. So that's the keyword tracker. So yeah, and then we've got Hijacker Alert is, for those of you that don't know what hijackers are, it's when somebody jumps on your listing, and most of the time they're selling counterfeit products, and you don't want them on there because these products are probably going to be bad, right? I click on Hijacker, and you add your products in here, and if if people are buying these counterfeit products and they leave reviews, it goes on the listing and then it hurts you. So this, you just put your ASINs in here, and then you can determine how you want to be alerted, right? When you're setting this up under settings, you can go in and you can set whether you want to be sent a text message. You can say I don't want to be disturbed if it's in the evenings or between certain times. You can say why you want to be alerted. Is there a new seller on your listing? You can find out when they've left, when you've lost the buy box. There's a lot of criteria in here, guys, for you to actually put in there. There's things called snipers. Here's a little tidbit that probably 99% of people that watch this won't know. So there's hijackers and then there's snipers. A hijacker is very easy. It's on most, if there's any kind of hijacking tool, it'll catch that. But a sniper is a guy that comes on for like an hour and then just grabs any sales for the hour and then they're off. And you never know, right? You just don't know. And then one day you're looking at your buy box percentage. You're like, why am I at 87%? And it's because you have these snipers going in and they're stealing your sales. Well, Hijacker Alert will actually catch that. It's constantly going in and checking your listing. And if it sees somebody, it captures all their information and then it'll email you or it'll save it. And then you can go back and you can contact them, that whether they're on your listing or not, and say, stop doing this, or there's going to be trouble. Inventory protector. We've heard the horror stories where somebody creates coupon codes. They do a launch on some service, but they forget to set limits. And somebody goes in and adds a coupon code and they go, oh, I can get this product for $1. It's normally $30. I wonder if I can add 900 of these to my cart. And they type it in and it works. And they take 900 of your products. Or maybe they do 2 coupon stacks, right? And they can steal all your products that way. So this will keep you from doing that. If you go into Inventory Protector, you can add your ASINs and limit things to 1 per person. And then Refund Genie allows you to get money back from Amazon. It takes just a couple minutes for it to actually process everything. And then it takes 5 minutes for your virtual assistant to contact Amazon through their support page and submit the documents. And you'll be surprised. You can get enough money back to pay for your Helium 10 plan for years and years and years. And that's kind of the extent of the tools. I'd be more than happy to talk about any of the things we talked about here in more detail or answer any questions. Go from there.
The second tool called Trendster, I don't remember you covered it.
So Trendster I didn't cover because we're about to update this. So I didn't want to, if I start covering it now, when people go to Trendster, they'll be like, oh, that's not what he showed. It's going to be completely updated. It's going to have a lot of really cool information for finding products that are trending. Like you can look for things that are seasonal. You can get keyword data. A lot of things that we're going to be putting in here is not in this tool right now. So I would skip this tool, guys. I would skip Trendster and skip Misspellinator because Trendster is going to be heavily updated, and Misspellinator we might actually be removing from the product list. It was awesome a year ago. 2 years ago, it was crazy good. But Amazon has gotten really good at correcting for misspellings now. So there's probably only 10% of this misspelling opportunities that there was 2 years ago. So it's not as powerful anymore, to be honest.
Okay, another question. So most of tools don't need Seller Central account to be connected, but Refund Genie, and is there anything else to be connected?
Refund Genie, Hijacker Alert, so it can pull, you need to connect there. You only need to connect once, and then you can use any tool that would require connection to your account. Other than that, Inventory Protector as well, because it has to go in and it automatically sets your product listings to one or whatever it is that you want. You can say, I only want 5 units to be purchasable by any one person. So those are the tools that require access.
Yeah, perfect. All good. So let's talk about the pricing.
Sure. Okay, so pricing. Remember, guys, at the top here when you're in, if you're ever doing stuff, you're on Amazon or whatever, like I said, if you're on Amazon, you can always click on the icon up here to start running, whether it's Xray or inventory levels or review downloader. But this is how I always do it. I don't actually type in members.helium 10 or whatever. I click that thing, I click launch Helium 10 tools, and boom, I'm back. I'm in here. But once you're in here, we have plan details at the top. Okay. Remember, you have my list, which is anything that you're tagging that you're following. I'll show you again, guys. That's for all the products. And then the learn button to learn things. You can always contact us for support if you have any questions. And then your profile information to update stuff. Then there's plan details, and this is what Augustus is talking about right now. If you click on that, there's a couple things that we have. I would say 95%, 96% of our members are on this plan. Okay, they have the platinum plan, which gives you all of the tools. Everything that we just covered, you have essentially unlimited use on all these green check boxes. And then you have some limitations on some of the other things. Keyword tracker, for example, you can have 2,500 keywords that you can track. And Hijacker Alert, you can track up to 300 different ASINs to see if you're being hijacked. This is by far more than enough for the majority of sellers, unless you're some kind of power seller that has 3,000 ASINs. This works for everybody. We have a bigger plan here that just gives you a little bit more usage for some of the tools. And we have what's brand new. This is new. We have a la carte or solo plans. So let's just say that you're just starting out and you're like, I'm not even at the keyword stage. I don't want to do keyword stuff, and I certainly don't need the hijacker alerts and all this stuff. You could say, I just want black box, right? So you can get black box. It's $37 a month. You just click it. It's $37. You say, well, I actually want black box and Xray. Xray is $17 a month. So I add those two together. So you can just get those two tools for $54 a month. It's a la carte. You can add whatever you want. I later want Cerebro for keyword stuff. Now I'm at $91. Oh, and I want Magnet. Now it starts to get to the point where it's like, it makes no sense to do a la carte, right? We've selected 4 tools and we're more than the actual platinum plan. And if you start adding everything, right, you go in, now we're at $300. The value, actually more, click it there, $336 versus $97. So that's the way we do it. And I know that I believe you have a special link or a coupon code as well that people can use if they want to jump in and start trying out Helium 10. Is that right?
Yes, I think it's Demo Mondays, so people can get 7 days free to try.
Yeah, and guys, you can see it here on the screen. This is where you would type it in. It'd be one word, so it'd be Demo Mondays, like that, all lowercase. Okay, I got that right. Yeah, Demo Mondays. So using that will allow people to essentially try the products. Like you can try all of these products for 7 days. It's essentially going to pay it's paying your plan for a week. It's not a trial version where everything's limited. You know, like, oh, you can only do this 2 times. You're actually going to be able to have full use of everything. There's a free plan that you can try as well. You have very limited uses of each of the tools, and some of the tools you don't have any uses at all. So I recommend you definitely try Demo Mondays as a coupon code and give it a shot. The way I look at it, Augustus, is if you're starting a business, you got to have the tools, right? Stuff that's going to save you a lot of time, is going to make you money. And just one of these tools can do, like I said, in one day, in 1 minute, it can do what takes you an entire day to do manually, or things that we used to have our VAs do, like index checking, right? It would take them all day to do it, and we can do that now in like 30 seconds with the tool. So it's cool. Just go in. It's a small investment. There's a money-back guarantee with everything that we do. We want to make sure that everybody that uses Helium 10 is happy. And remember, guys, if you go to helium10.com and create an account, just download the extension, or you can go to helium10.com. It was Xray. helium10.com/Xray. Oops. Okay. And you can actually watch the video there. It'll load up in a second. And you can actually click here and install the extension and start using all the tools that are in here that we showed you earlier.
Perfect. So many tools, and you went through them so fast. So my question, what is on your roadmap? What features are you planning to release to the public? Yeah,
so Xray, the Jungle Scouts out there's a lot of tools that try to do things well. Jungle Scout, I think, does things pretty well. They've been around for years. Our product, Xray, is similar to that tool, right? And I mentioned them by name because most people know that product. Our product is 7 weeks old at this point, so it's a baby. I feel like the data in the product is better than any of the products on the market. The data is really good. The UI and some of the features that we're going to be adding, for example, in Xray, one of the things, if I can go back to Xray, and I'll just show this. I pull it up. One of the things that it doesn't have right now, for example, I mentioned by the time people watch this video, you'll be able to delete certain keywords. So I think a competitor might have that. You can't scrape page 2 right now, but by the time people watch this video, they'll be able to do that. So every single week, we're going to be adding all these new features. And I think we'll probably be doing that for the next couple of weeks to catch up in terms of the little features that really honestly don't make that much of a difference for what you're doing. They're just nice little things. And I think after that, I think talk to us in another 2 months and we'll be beyond what everybody else is doing. So the data, though, it's fantastic. I would rely on our data before anybody else's data by far, for sure. The success score, guys, it's in beta. I'm always up front. Don't just go by that. I know so many people that only go by whatever's said there, and there's and I can show you a million different ways with other tools where it's completely wrong. Look at it, use it just as a guideline, okay? And if all the data that you see, the data itself, you have to look at with your eyes and kind of make sure that it makes sense.
And one of the final questions, probably it's a final question. What about support? How people can get support from your team?
Yeah, so if anybody needs any support, they can always email support@helium10.com. We've got a well-trained staff. We try to get back to people right away. If it's during work hours, usually it's going to be within an hour, you're going to get a response. If it's after hours, we'll get to people within the day. We also have at the top, I showed this earlier, at the top of the tools page, when you click into it, there's a support button. So if you run into a problem, just click that. And you can submit your report. It helps with if people can show screenshots and explain exactly what issue they might be seeing. But yeah, again, you're going to see very, very little in terms of companies that are out there. We have a really, really good reputation. We don't BS people. We don't say, hey, this is awesome when it's not awesome. We don't say this data is the best when it's not the best data. If there's something wrong, like I talked about the UI, we have some things that we're improving. The success score, I think, is going to be awesome in a month. Right now, it's in beta, and it's take it with a grain of salt. Right now, I would just use it again, just for use it as a guideline. I think it's really good. I just feel it's super ultra conservative. So it's not so if you see something that has 4 stars, it's probably super awesome. Like, go after it, right? But finding something with 4 stars right now is difficult with the as conservative as it is. So again, it's in beta. But yeah, we have some new tools. I can't really mention what some of the newer tools are coming up, but again, we want, when people log into their account, we want them to be able to basically run their entire business and see everything right there. And we're missing a few elements. And I'd be more than happy to jump back on your show when those are out, and they'll be out here in the next few months. We should see some massive releases here. So I'm excited.
Cool. Sure, we can make an update. And everyone who wants to try Helium 10 for 7 days, use coupon code DEMOMONDAYS, all lowercase. And thanks a lot, Manny, for presenting Helium 10, and good luck in your business. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me. Take care.